Right, and speaking of the 154-pound division, there was no formal announcement, but it's kind of going around now that Julian Williams and Jamal Charlo are going to fight. How do you feel about that one, man?
It's a heck of a fight, I'll tell you that. I'm glad it's going to be here in L.A. It's December 10th, right?
Yeah, December 10th on the Mares.
Either, you know, I think who else is on that card?
Mares and
Cuellar, right? The fight that's supposed to happen, that's a heck of a fight too, man.
Yeah.
You know, especially with Cuellar having been with Garcia before, so there's a little subplot there. It's going to be interesting. It'll be a real good card. I'll definitely be there to go watch.
So Danny Garcia is getting a lot of criticism on his opponent choice. There's people on both sides, you know. Some people, you know, are on his side. A lot of people kind of hate on him. You know, what's your take on?
I don't know, man. I mean, would I love to see him fight Thurman or Porter? Heck yeah, man. Who wouldn't? I mean, that's the next logical step. You know, for some reason it's not happening. I don't know if it's within his control. Maybe it's out of his control. I don't know. You know, but if he fights Thurman next, then I guess you know, if he has a tune-up, all right, cool, he has a tune-up, but as long as he fights Thurman next.
Yeah.
If not, then I think the floodgates are going to open even more on him.
Right.
But he definitely got to fight Thurman or Porter, you know. I was even cool with him fighting Berto. You know, Berto's never in a bad fight. He's had a little resurgence of his career. You know, Berto's fast, he's explosive. You know, when that was happening, I was a little more like, okay, it's not a bad fight. You know, there were people down on it, but I wasn't as down on everybody else. And now that he's having a tune-up, you know what I mean?
So the word is that it's a tune-up, but it's going to lead, you know, supposedly to that Thurman fight.
Then you know, I think, you know, people will cool a little bit and regardless, I don't think he beats Thurman, but the fact that he will step in there, maybe he does beat Thurman. You know, I think might get people off his ass a little bit.
So do you think Thurman would knock him out? How do you see that fight playing out if those guys were?
I would pick Thurman to win. I don't know how knockout or not, but it would definitely be a fight I'd be glued to. It's a fight I would love to see. I mean, Thurman and Porter, I had Thurman winning by a point, but it was a fight that could have went either way. You know, it was a heck of a fight, man. And, I would really like to see Thurman and Garcia, though.
And then, you know, what about Sean Porter? I mean, where does he go from here?
I don't know, man. Sean Porter's a heck of a fighter. That was a heck of a fight.
Yeah, it was
a good fight. I don't know. See, shit, let Porter fight let Porter fight Berto. You know, that'd be a good fight, you know?
Yeah.
You know, there's so many good guys at 147 you can mix and match. But the ones who are clearly stepped ahead are Thurman, Porter, Garcia, kind of. Hey, I'd like to see. That's the fight everybody wants to see. Let's get it done.
So just announced that Bernard Hopkins is gonna have his last final fight, man.
You know what, man?
What do you think about his career,
Bernard man? He's a throwback fighter. He's Hall of Famer. You know what can you say about him? You know, he's 52 years old. I mean, even late 40s, what he's done is remarkable. That guy was to show you who fighters that, you know, taking care of yourself can really, you know, extend your career. It stands for longevity, you know, as far as taking care of yourself in between fights and living right. You know, I mean, he's done well. I think it's funny how they really got it in the language of the fight, like, hey, this is your last fight, you know. So it's definitely time for him, though. It's definitely time for him to hang him up.
Right. You think he's up there with some, you know, a lot of these all-time greats?
Oh, yeah. You know, he's up there. You know, he hasn't been entertaining, so to speak, you know, but he's been crazy effective, and he's been a pro for, 20-some-odd years, and you got to give the man credit for it.
Fought almost everybody.
Nothing but respect, man. Nothing but respect.